Alright, welcome everybody. Alright, did some fun ones. We should obviously try some of the usual suspects. Whoops. Hey, warrior. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see Shuri being very good. Yeah, the relative lack of crits definitely slows this down, but she's good. Okay. Needs to be the second hit. Can't be the last hit. That was a mistake. Or the first hit. That's also fine. Whoa! Thought I had the heavy up. Okay. Okay, I really need to track the heavy. Alright. I was either late on the parry. Yes, I am very Awelian. I don't believe Gentle does have base physical resistance. It's just the combination of the base armor that everyone has, and how often his reinforce is up. But I'm double checking right now. Yeah, no physical resistance. It's just the armor. Hey Jay, welcome Jude. I kind of want to just play around with some various ones. Let's try this. It's definitely possible. And welcome, Joker. Not easy, though. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Alright, we're close to not having to worry about missile. And away we go. Oh, I read chat and I started thinking about how to respond. I messed up. That's fine. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Evening, Walrus. It's offensive versus defensive, Ixon. Just a Dracula to rank 4 with this. I can see that being fun. The grit happens when a hit is incoming, right? Which is when Ironheart turns things off. Crossbones turns things off when a hit is going out. Why are you up at 5 a.m., TC? Watch it later. Why did I do that? Come on, buddy. I'm not sure I actually have the, like, intellectual stamina left for Coliseum today. But what I need to do, so that's what we're doing today. Whether it's pretty or not. Hey. Yeah, something tells me, Work, that when you're up at 5 a.m., you're getting up at 5 a.m. I don't think that's what TC's saying. Okay, I will. Okay, now we have the anti-hit. That's fine. Hey. Yep. Crossbones is a cool kit, but it does not make sense in the skill class. I absolutely love when the AI gets up and light attacks me. It's so much fun. Yeah, it was my fault. No, I have not run the epic challenges yet. It's on the list. Yep, definitely up there, Work. He's in a class defined by critical hits, and he lands none of them. And it's not an accident that that's something that a whole bunch of techs picked up later. Yeah, it's just the non-crit that breaks it. It like gives him all of the strengths of the skill class and like none of the weaknesses. That's obviously a little bit hyperbolic, but it's why it's just such a problem. He should not exist the way he does. Hey, Trace, how's it going, man? Trying to manage the tempo a little bit better this time. Did not see that parry fail. I got it. There's so much going on in the HUD on this fight. I need to lock in. I don't know why I paused and parried there. I didn't need to. That reverb with the vigor from the node is painful. Absolutely insane. Come on, buddy. That's okay, I'm dead. We got to 12. Alright. I'll take that. Yeah, no, the critique on the Apocalypse StatCast is well taken. Yeah, I mean, work isn't saying that you're wrong, TC. It's just that they're in different categories. Like, Crossbones being such a good counter to Science Resistance is a problem. Yes. But there are ways to mitigate that, and that's more of an evolution of the classes thing, right? Science answering the part of Crossbones that doesn't crit is... Well, Science answering the part of Crossbones that doesn't crit is fine, but, like, Mutant answering the part of Crossbones that doesn't crit is much, much harder. Yeah, I had some fun runs with Miguel as well. I'm probably gonna do some of that. Man, the tags are worth so much now. All of that work, getting 12, and still not as many points as Lady Deathstrike. Makes sense, though. I like Blue Marble a lot. What defines top 5 is going to depend on what your own priorities are. And if your priorities are people who hit hard in Battlegrounds, then no. I think with the current war map, like, I care about Alliance War quite a bit, there's definitely an argument for him in top 5 over there. Alright, let's do another Cassie run. I can do better than that was earlier. Pardon me. Yeah, you need double tag or this character maybe shouldn't exist. Buddy. Oh crud, I didn't do that, thank you. That hurts. I thought that was gonna land. Again with that. Alright. There we go. Definitely feels safer. You only try and make the last hit miss. I thought I still had the grid up. A lot to track in the Cassie fight. I did this earlier a couple times. Alright, grid is down. Grid is down. I repeat. Oh no. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, we're at our max. Yeah. Oh, that stinks. Okay. Come on. No! I'm not trying to... Thank you. Ouch. Throw it, buddy. Thank you. Stupid. Nope. Double stupid. Come on, I want to get back to 8. Dang it. Woo! We only lost one. This is a tough fight with her, though. No, reinforced does not stop Crossbones from getting Furies. It almost certainly should, because crit resist does stop Crossbones Furies, right? But in my opinion, that's kind of a tech issue, and it's something that we should have thought of when we shipped Reinforce. I think we probably should change it, but the minute we do that, people are going to start screaming bloody hell how it's a nerf to him. But I don't care, but... Welcome, Thakor. Welcome, Sandwich. Yeah, Cassie's tough. It's a good run. What did I do earlier? Yeah, I did 8 earlier. Oh, I did 9 earlier. Okay, so that's my top one. Yeah, I did 8 just now. I did 9 earlier. She's tough, but it's a good one. I think my Crossbones is like rank 1. You really want to see that? We're going to be here for like 6 minutes. Or, I mean, I guess we're going to be here for 7 minutes, but I'm probably not going to get anything out of it. How far down is he? Sure, we'll try Crossbones once. Future Ant-Man? Yeah, that makes sense. Since he's double tagged tomorrow. Yeah, you're not wrong. What a silly champion. Ooh. Okay. I thought that I was going to be able to hit him there. I mean, that's fine. I tried once. I can definitely get better, but I'm not going to bother until he's tagged. Alright, I'm gonna try Death Strike again. No, you know what? Let's try and stick with Cassie. Maybe I can find something approaching a groove. Why did I do that? I mean, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm willing to try most things. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Stings up. Come on. There we go. Alright, time to go for the heavy. now I'm gonna get hit. I wouldn't have if I finished the heavy. Thank you! Okay, this one is going better. Come on. Oh! That's so evil. Come on. No. Ah, snap lights. My nemesis. Did power stings factor in attack when they're applied or when they're triggered? When they're applied. I don't pick favorites out of my kids. No, I can hit 10. Really tough with her, though. Oh, that's the other problem. How many do I have? Yeah, let's give some SIGs to Cassie. The extra power stings will matter. Duh. Whiplash is when they expire, but not really because we want it to be different. It's more just that Power Sting is supported at the client level, and Whiplash is done at the data level to approximate a Power Sting. Yeah, I think you missed earlier. I find that the second hit of the heavy whiffs more often if you hold heavy through the special one more. Of course, then it did it that time anyway. But that is why... What the frick was that? That's why I'm often not holding the whole time. He is not being nice. I'm not really concerned with stacking the power stings until I get the Fury up, and then we're good. Yeah, and I prefer just not to deal with the special 2 at all. Yeah, see? It's... Anyway. Back to how I was doing it. Oops. I hate how slow her heavy is. Definitely makes this harder. That one I got lucky. Not again. Honestly, rather eat the special one than the light ender. That rupture is nasty. Although, I don't want to eat the special one because I just get hit by it. That's somehow worse. Beta Ray Bill is a cool shout. I don't think mine is ranked up either. But that's neat. No! Buddy. That's fine, we weren't getting it. Nice, Jay. Yeah, those are very good choices for rank 5. Hey, Chaz, how's it going, man? It's a tough one. Hmm. I hear that, Aiden. It feels like all of my good double tagged options are like also my single tagged or my triple tagged options. With the exception of just like metal, because that one is huge. I don't expect this to be fast, but I'm kind of curious how it goes. Hey Jay, thanks for being a member. Appreciate you. You know, an unsigged Dracula would actually be better for this fight, funnily enough. Buddy, what is he doing with these specials? You jerk. That's my fault. Doesn't feel like he wants to throw against Dracula's animations. We're actually going to have to reload. That's so weird. Should have gone straight to the special 3 after that one. I think he still probably doesn't have more than about 5 in him if you play it perfectly. Ah, it's my fault. And that's exactly why it's not worth it to put the Ghost Rider relic on him. Yeah, I just wanted to see how it felt. I'm not actually planning on getting significant amounts out of him. I should have thrown it earlier. I don't know why I tried to finish my combo there. Alright, well, I'm going to be exactly 1 point away from the podium leveling up, but that's okay. I'll get it later. Or no, there's more than 1 bar. That's alright. Does Gentle know he has a second medium? It sure doesn't feel like it, does he? Or does it? The problem is, TC, that, like, early drafts of Coliseum, characters like Guillotine 2099 just didn't have to play the game, right? You just block bait, special one, block bait, special one, block bait, special one. And so I get where you're coming from, but it's like there's a fine line there. Forgot about the Vicious, honestly. That's okay. That was more of just a fun one, so I'm not too concerned about it. Oh, Danny's not small? Okay. That's kind of a surprise. Alright. Let's use Miss Broken. I don't have Punk ranked very high. I probably will try it at some point, though. Dang it, I need to stop doing that. Okay, her light cannot sidestep it. Duly noted. Buddy. Dang it. Okay, science step medium works fine. However, it would be really nice if you were playing into me a little bit more. Monseigneur. Whoops. That wasn't very nice. Oh, that was my bad. No, no, he's gonna do it. Yep. All right. Oh, so much time left. I just need to not stink. All right. Hey, Wagey, how's it going, man? She does so much damage. She's so busted. I was thinking right before I got hit, which is, why I should do less thinking. But I was thinking that we really need to have a Coliseum that just like dumpsters indefinite dots. See how that works. And I completely agree with you, Aiden. I think the power steal thing is the bigger problem, right? Because we have multiple mystics that were balanced around feeling that power so that they could throw their own specials, and they just get torn to shreds. The problem is it's very difficult to reverse engineer it. Some of y'all have heard this before with like some of the other characters that do like reversal and then gain. There's a reason that Nefaria, Absorbing Man, Spider-Man Supreme, any of those characters that reduce the opponent's ability power rate and then siphon some for themselves, none of them hit 100%. And even when they go full reversal, They make sure to dodge 100%, right? It's actually why absorbing man's siphon power reduces ability power rate by 72%, not 70, not 75. Because if it was 70, then a Mr. Fantastic pre-fight would put it at 0. If it was 75, then a 5-star Mr. Fantastic pre-fight would put it at 0. And if it's at 0, you cannot read how much power was actually gained or lost, right? And the problem is that then we just can't see it at all. Because the way those characters work is that they actually look at the way that the power changed going up or down, and then they reverse engineer how much power that character should have tried to gain, and then they go, okay, that minus what they did, I take that now, right? It's just math. And it's why Nefaria is broken with powerbacks, because powerbacks ignore ability power rate, and so when Nefaria does that reverse engineering calculation, he gives himself way too much credit, right? He goes, okay, well, I clearly stopped 90% of your power, and you gain 2 bars, therefore I gain 20 bars. It's not how it actually works, but that's the problem. Wait, why am I saying that? Oh, yeah, because it means that even if we built Coliseum to, like, grant that power steal to the Mystics and we tried to reverse engineer it, we would still have a problem once we got to 0, because they wouldn't be stealing anything to reverse engineer from, right? And so, like, that's the engineering problem at the heart of it, and it's why we haven't made more progress there yet. Because I'm definitely not happy. I'm not happy with this as, like, the final state of the rules of Coliseum. I think it's in pretty good shape, but this ain't the long-term one, you know? Alright, come here. Throw, thank you. That was a little messy. Ooh, Star-Lord's that's a cool one. Respect that. Buddy. PC asked if Gentle remembered he had a medium too, and then he decided to go from that and go, I'm also going to forget I have a special one. Jerk. For those who haven't seen Dark Phoenix broken down in Coliseum yet, to kind of explain the tactic here, you start with a special 3 because the power gain is what allows you to connect the Fury from the special 2 to the special 3. But that first special 3 is going to be a very weak permanent Nova Flame. And so that's why I always throw 4 special 3s. Because I want to throw 3 of them with the Fury. Because that's how you lock in the big dump damage. And then you forget how to parry, and you lose a bunch of health. That's really important. Oh, right. It's heavy or strike. Really? I don't know why I hit... Oh, I didn't hit the striker. I tried to dash back. I was like, what was that? Oh, come on. I don't know why I did that. $18. Okay. I'm proud of that one. Whew. How many tags did Dark Phoenix fall under? I think just small, so just one. But that just means she has to get 4 more than everybody else. Maybe we should have normal Star-Lord as a 7-star. That'd be a really cool Coliseum champ. Yeah, he is neat. I think I may even have him at rank 4. Maybe I'll try that next. Sorry, I'm laughing at TC saying I don't get enough credit for how funny I am. And then missing the soapbox bit. Thanks, Magnus. Oh. That was ridiculous. Alright. 1 level 3 podium. Oh, that's so much. Okay. Who was I going to try next? Star-Lord? Okay, let's do that. Is he literally any tags? He's probably metal. Did I take him up? Oh, maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't.
Wait, am I just missing him? Do I not have him? Oh, it's because I have metal selected. That's right, Star-Lord isn't even metal. Ah, silly me. Okay, so he's just no tags. But that means he's probably tags later, so I'm not going to bother with him now.
Coliseum's being weirdly laggy for me. Anybody else noticing that? Yeah, the crit thing really hurts. It's huge for Blue Marble, right? And for Deathless She-Hulk. Like, the Reinforce probably takes Blue Marvel from, I don't know, an easy 12 or so tags down to what I did earlier. It's a tough one. Iron Man Infinity War's a good shout. To be technically optimal, you want to throw a special one between Special 2 and Special 3, otherwise you won't get 15 charges from your Special 3, you won't get maximum potency on the Nova Flame. I think that's technically true, but I think, especially as she starts to automatically clear bars, you risk just losing the Fury, because it makes it a lot tighter to get back to the Special 3. And so I don't think that it's actually worth it, but if you do want to go for the ceiling, then yeah. Medium plus hero on day 3. Okay, I'll try.
I need to get him a better relic. Especially since he's often a defender. Let's take a look at our tech relics real quick. These all seem like they're on decently important people. Do I have a 7-star down here I'm not using? An Iron Man Infinity War. Maybe that's the... Are there any others that would be good for this? I am painfully short on decent Stark relics. Plus, that wouldn't help him anyway. He would want Energy Pen, which doesn't matter here. Okay, yeah, let's give him this because it will charge faster. Like, none of this actually matters. Oh, but this one is duped. Maybe it lands in my prestige? Probably not. Ooh, he's triple tagged on day 3? Okay, well then I will come back to him as well. Thank you for shouting that out, but I am going to go ahead and make this swap.
Okay, who do I want to play with right now? Wait, who are you talking about for the Special 2? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Interesting. I will try that later, Aiden, because I don't want to. I think when I say that I don't necessarily think it's worth it, I think I mean for like most people, or especially when you're grinding. Because if you miss that Special 3 with the Fury once, then you torch that run, haha, for not a lot of benefit. But I do hear what you're saying. Yeah, I will come back to that one. Does Dark Phoenix have more than one tag later, or is it just the small one here? Omega Sentinel probably wants... I think she's just too tempo dependent. Anyway, let me do the Miguel fight again anyway. Since WJ asked about it, and I think I can improve on this. But he's a fun double tag fight. I like this one.
Obviously, we run to Special 3 first. And then Gentle is just a giant jerk. Wastes 20 seconds of our time fiddling with his toes.
Then we get the slow up. Life is a lot faster, or a lot easier.
I did not mean to hit the freaking special, or the striker button. Okay, hold on. The striker button really messed with me there, because pushing him to special 2 is a death sentence for Miguel. It's why the earlier one wasn't as good. Okay, let's try this again. It's a good fight, but you have to be careful. Bro? Bro. Thank you. I don't know why I blocked that, because I didn't need it. I have the slow up, but habits. Sometimes when he toodles, you can lose a lot of time off the special, or off the slow. The first time I did this, I had to go back to the special 3, which sucked. I do think you want to weave in at least 2 special 2s, because then when he decides to turtle and you hit his block, you're getting guaranteed ruptures. But then is where I'm not sure of the math. Failing that dex cost us so much time on the slow. Because now I'm not sure if it's better to keep spamming special ones for the stacking physical vulnerabilities, or if I should be using the special 2 for burst damage. I suspect it's the special 1, because I think as the fight goes longer, your damage is actually coming from him crossing bars of power, and not from the burst. But the math on that can be a little tricky. I guess they're not guaranteed. I'm remembering his synergy, but that's okay. Bobby. We might have to go back to the special 3 again. Yeah, if that first hit of the special one doesn't trigger Dex, you lose time on the slow. It just adds up. I think I can throw this and not send him to special 2, but I will be very sad if I'm wrong. Alright, this is the problem. You always lose time on the slow because of this stupid stun. Sorry, Lex, but I don't know why it's there, and it's very annoying in this fight. Come on. Alright, we got 8. Now we'll get 9. Oh, especially. I think if he plays into it. Oh, yeah. That's
Okay, 9 is definitely possible. 10 might be. It's a fun fight. Hey, Samuel. Double P. Welcome, y'all.
I got 9 with Omega Sentinel. Nice. Or you got 9 with Miguel. I don't know which one you meant, but
Yeah, clearly pretty close. Yeah, the special 3 stun is way too long. I don't think it helps. Because it's just time that you're not able to dodge, that you're not able to pause your precious debuffs. At the risk of sounding a little Smeagol-like. Welcome, Devon. Happy to have you here. This is reminding me I need to set up. I told WayJ this last night. It was reminding me I need to set up my Twitch follower notifications. That's funny that you said that before. That bothered me, TC. As someone who recently got Miguel from completing 4 Karina's challenges, it's really fun watching his animation so far. Oh, yeah. I mean, Miguel's a great champion in general. I really like him, but the animations are just fantastic. They've always been so satisfying. Nice, you know? Yeah, Shuri is good. And yes, he still works here. Let me pull up the list. I'm trying to remember how far into his career Miguel was, because I know his first one was Silver Centurion. Yeah, first one was Silver Centurion, followed by Overseer. Yeah, that's what I thought. Miguel was his third character, which pretty darn good third run. Yeah. Lex is good at his job. Gentle was also Lex. Hmm. Yeah, who am I kidding? I want that ninth bar. Let's go. You know what? Starting over. I don't want to lose those 13 seconds. I just need to be sidestepping more in this fight. No, Iron Part is not supposed to bypass Adamant Axiom, and she's actually not bypassing Adamant Axiom. The problem is that Adamant Axiom isn't working in Coliseum, because Adamant Axiom is built to protect quest nodes. And as of the current build of the game doesn't know that Coliseum's nodes are quest nodes. It's not a quest map, right? They just aren't hooked up. And the problem is that while that is something that we want to fix and in one sense already have fixed, that is a client side change, because that's not us changing the code as we normally write it. That's like the next level down. That's what interprets the code and sets the rules for it. And that's the kind of thing that we can only fix with a new build. Which means that unless we want to run a hot fix through Apple approvals, which is a whole process and expensive and kind of dangerous, we have to wait for the next client to go out. So the next time there is an Alliance Coliseum, because this is fixed in the next build, the one that comes out in May, the next time there's an Alliance Coliseum and you see Adamant Axiom on it, it will actually protect the nodes. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get it in for this one. Which stinks, because Ironheart would have been really good. Like, look, we lost almost a fourth of the stun. Or of the slow already.
Yeah, let's try and do a more dedicated special one spam here and see if we can stay on top of the pauses. That's unfortunate. Slows down to half. I think I need to be making sure to dex and do smaller combos into the special one. Or sometimes he's just not going to play ball anyway. Okay, looks like 15 is the max. So that means it's special 2s only from here on out. Maybe one more special 2. Or one more special 3, because it has not been nice. And we die. I feel like I played this one better in a lot of ways. Maybe he was just rude? I mean, besides that. Oh, I can smell that 10th health bar. RNG with ruptures for the most part.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I agree, Magnus. It would be nice to be able to see that too, even if it were a toggle from this screen. All right. Can't be mad at that one.
That's a fun fight. Alright, what do I want to farm with? I could also keep working on the Dark Phoenix fight on the other side. We should probably do a Captain Britain run. He'd be dumb. Hitting into block does not guarantee ruptures. Nor do you necessarily have time to be hitting into block. I think it's 50% chance, right? But the bigger problem is you just don't necessarily have time to hit into block in this fight. Oof. I am not maintaining good posture. This particular stream. Yeah, I can do a Sentinel run next. Maybe not literally next, but soon. The loss of the crits hurts her so much. Oops! Oh. How many times have y'all seen me nail that Dex up close? That's unfortunate. That's definitely gonna have an impact. Alright, throw it. Let's get you down to 0 power.
Oh, that was just slow. That one was slow. Yeah, she was first appearance in Valentine's Day. It is 100? Oh, I'm confusing him with the synergy. That must be it. Yeah. Okay. So I probably just need to make sure that I'm if I go back to the Miguel fight and try again, I think I just need to make sure that I'm periodically hitting into his block. But I also think TC's right that like there's just a certain amount of RNG, both in how many you get and in how many stick around. I was not as lucky. I don't really agree there, Samuel. It's fine in the solo Coliseum, but I think the time limit is very much a good thing. Like people are already concerned with the grind element, and there's a lot of complaints about difficulty in Alliance Coliseum. And like even though I don't really agree with people who have all but said Alliance Coliseum should be a big winter soldier that you can just hit forever. I don't agree with that. I do think there should be some challenge, and I like this particular fight. Um, but the thing to remember is that it is, on average, going to be easier than solo. And that means that there needs to be some kind of limiter on just how far people go. And I think a timer is the most logical one, right? Like, as we've seen, the prompts are an imperfect system. There's something there, but I think there also should be a timer. I don't really have an answer, TC. I think as far as like avoiding certain stages, the idea would be to kind of to make sure that the stage and background things and potential performance differences or how easy it is to read certain special attacks doesn't give anybody a competitive advantage, right? Like the last thing that we would want would be for people to start placing X character on Y node, not because of the RPG interactions, but because it's harder to see their special 2 or something. And that would be dumb. Um, but that doesn't mean that it all has to be exactly the same stage. I am with you there. I think we could have a bit more variety. It is funny that I saw that and then looked down and saw Magnus saying, I have trouble playing Betsy on this map because of all the rainbows. Sorry. No timer means crossbones would go to like 250 bars. Yeah. Like it's there needs to be a limiter both for economic reasons, right? Like making sure people spend a certain amount of time actually like restarting the mode and ramping. But also for like equity reasons, we don't want too large of a delta between the people who are really crushing it and the people who are struggling a bit more. Obviously, there is a delta, but we want it to feel like they're playing the same mode since this is the competitive one, right? All of those things kind of lead to a timer. Welcome, Maya. Yeah, stream's been going well. I've I think I'd give my playing this stream a B plus. So could be better. But it's coming along.
Buddy, throw it. Throw it. Thank you. Ah, I was a second too late there and wasted a bar of power. Stupid. Don't get greedy, DLL. Oh, thanks for the raid. Whoops. See? That's why I don't read chat. No, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. How do you say your handle? CES? CES? Want to make sure I get it right, but very much appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Alright, not being greedy this time, getting that one last special in. Not that it'll crit, but we don't want to waste a bar of power without the power efficiency. That's the real thing that I got wrong last. Whoops. Oh, that was stupid. I really need to stop reading chat during Special 3s in Coliseum. I am clearly not capable of handling it. Throw, thank you. That was pretty good. Throw your special, bud. I'm not gonna get another special 3 off. He's been so stingy. I mean, we're gonna get this, but we're not gonna get the damage out of it afterwards. Yep.
Oh, that could have definitely been 14. Why does my stream look so good? I think that means you like the color purple. I got a new capture card recently, and the color grading on it when I plug it into my PC is not perfect. I've messed around with filters a few times, but yeah, it's definitely distinctly a little more purple than my iPad screen, fortunately. But I'm glad you enjoy the colors. Yes, I do have CCP drops on that list. Or at least if I'm not, I need somebody to tell me very quickly so I can go talk to Pinwheel because he told me I was on the list. Welcome everybody. Betsy looks so mean in her portrait. I don't know that I agree with mean. She's definitely serious. Yeah, good evening. Thank you for your service. Hey, thank you for being here. I'll take it. Health bar melting away is so satisfying. I agree. I do think Betsy's a little bit overtuned in this content, but I think her accelerating the neuros and having them tick away is the coolest part of her kit. I don't think the prowess needed to make her actual specials hit as freaking hard as they do. But I think the neuros are really neat. Thanks, TC, for the confirmation. I'm curious why her buff was such a big pivot from her pre-buff defensively speaking. It's kind of a whole conversation. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to get into it. I think the simplest answer is that at the time, and I'm not saying that we're fully off of this, but at the time, we were kind of operating under the theory that the best way for us to introduce defensive locks was through reworks. And so that's why we had a few that were kind of big swings in that direction. Betsy was kind of the archetype of that. And I think it worked in some ways. I think it was a bit of a failure of an experiment in a few others. We definitely learned some things from it, but that's where the pivot came from, if that makes sense. I think you can pinpoint the exact moment in each of my streams where you forget. Yeah, and you start chatting on Twitch. Absolutely. Sony camera sensors tend to lean blue purple, makes all their photos look a lot better, in your opinion. Interesting. Okay, well, y'all have made me feel better about the fact that I haven't been able to fix the color grading. So I appreciate that. If I try to Omega Sentinel,
Where is my Omega Sentinel ranked? I do think that's pretty darn good Britain run, so I'm happy to leave that. My Omega Sentinel might only be rank 2. Yeah, I think that's only a rank 2. I don't think I'm going to beat my head against that particular wall, but I do appreciate the shout. We can do a Sentinel run. Oh, I need to put a Sentinel relic on Sentinel. Hitting Throwing that into his block was intentional because we don't have to worry about the unstoppable. I don't know if it was actually a good idea, but I kind of want to see how it feels for a little bit. Probably not worth it at the higher health bars because he's more likely to just destroy you if he hits you. I got lucky there. Thank you, Sentinel. Okay, well, he doesn't really ramp from here. So we'll just kind of see how this feels for the next, hopefully, 5 minutes. It'll feel better if I don't mess up the node. I didn't, it was terrible. Thank you for the confirmation, Walrus. I have enough characters ranked up. I don't need to try all of them. Except maybe Crossbones when he's double tagged tomorrow. He's just dumb. We got a question on what's the rotation for Sentinel here. I'm guessing that you meant Omega Sentinel, in which case I can't fully answer. I imagine it's probably just try and keep her stuff up. Which is probably just a lot of special twos. I don't know. I'm not an Omega Sentinel expert. I like her. But I've never been the one to get her first, and so she's never really been ranked high. Okay. When I say the one to get her first, I mean like in my battle group. There we go. Now he remembers he has a special one. So if anybody wants to speak to the Omega Sentinel rotation, hey, he used a medium too. Good for you, buddy. That would be appreciated. But if you meant the actual Sentinel rotation, well, then you see it in front of you. And it is hit them until they die. Spam special 2. Another thing to note with Sentinel, though, because there are so many hits in its special 2, I have found myself feeling like I need to reload on the grit more often. See, like, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. But basically, I think almost every special one that comes through, you should be reloading. Oh, that was dumb. I released the heavy too soon. Okay, well, I guess I'll just reload my health. What a silly ability. I gotta stop doing that. Might end up making the difference between 5 and 6. Now it will. Alright, DLL, stop being stupid. Alright, we still get to 7? I don't know. Okay, I played poorly. That was 100% my fault. He can easily do 7, 8, or 9 is possible. This is also a rank 3 Sentinel, so pushing a little bit. Nice, Joe. Sounds like a good run. Yeah, that is such a silly synergy TC. If I'm understanding your question, Basid, the buffs, the nodes, the modifiers for the fight don't change. They're the same for all 3 days for Gentle. The tags that benefit, which is, you know, which characters receive bonuses to their score, that changes. And there may be overlap between some of them, but that's what will change every day. Forget if my Spider-Punk is rank 2 or rank 3, but I'll give that a go on Podium 2 here in a second. The extra bonuses. Yeah, those will change. They will fully change day to day. Characters may overlap, right? Like you might have a character who's single tagged on one day, double tagged on another. Dark Phoenix is single tagged on a couple days, etc. But the tags will swap. What are my thoughts on Torch these days? Oops. Holy cow, it's midnight? How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. God. Okay, well, I messed my Duolingo up. I'll deal with that later. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, Torch. I mean, he's still a great nuke, right? We still assign him in war pretty frequently. He's one of the only science characters that can basically fully avoid debuffs and still do a ton of damage. That's very valuable. He has one of the best miss counters in the game. It's just incredible damage. But there's more energy resistance in the game these days. There's more different kinds of threats. Losing health matters more. He's not what he was, but he's still very, very good. Did I say I take more advice from forum suggestions or from content creators? Between the two, probably forum, or probably content creators, but not a ton from either, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think Penny will struggle because of that. She also just has so many hits. And I see that being one of her biggest problems. Excuse me. 6 minutes away from my last drop. Well, I guess I'll see you next time they refresh then, but thanks for hanging out until then. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, punk run.
punk run. Okay, that looks like rank 3. That should be fun. Cat's gonna have fun on day 3 with Sam. So am I. I'm looking forward to that. Whoops. Haha, rupture immune. Get got, buddy. I really need to pay attention to the HUD better. Oops. Let the Fizzvolns fall off. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's get a little bit better about those heavies then. It is fun. It's a good fight. Come here. That block pen really stings.
But that wasn't worth it. Okay. Definitely should not have used any special ones. Okay, I can see getting 10 with Punk pretty well. Maybe as high as like 12 if I play it properly. Probably no higher than that. It's good though. Pretty sure the drops are on, yeah. Because I'm mostly watching myself, and I've gotten them. Did 13 with Sentinel, need to use heavy attack a lot? That makes sense. No idea, Busted. Got 15 with rank 4A1. Yeah, that 50% more for that makes sense to me. Okay. I did not realize that it's midnight, so I'm gonna call it because 2 straight hours of Coliseum on stream is, I think, enough for me. Let's see. I'll probably do a little bit more of her tomorrow. I think I can improve that before it resets, because she does have all 3 tags. She's rank 3 A1. And then maybe that'll... Yeah, I'm right behind Marcus. That should put me 3rd. Ooh. This is coming along. Okay, Saragos did a good She-Hulk run. How many is that? 11. Nice. I like seeing the Idooms pop up. Yeah, we've had some good Sentinel runs. There's some Omega Sentinels down there. Ooh, Sim did 15 with Deathless She-Hulk. Have to try her again. Yondu. Ooh, I respect the Maddie run. That's cool. Alright. Don't stream at 5 a.m. I will try and do some more, for me, morning streams, which should work out a bit better for you. Time flies when streaming or playing. Sometimes. Depends. Hey, Pontus, how's it going? You're not about to stream, are you? I need to drop these good people somewhere. That Idooms rank. We have several rank 5 Idooms, so probably some of those. Okay, let me check out the raid interface. Going to stream in 15 minutes.
Oh, I don't know if I can wait 15 minutes because it's already past midnight for me. Um, okay. I'm not sure there's anyone with CCP drops on right now, but I think I'm gonna. Oh, I was about to send y'all over to Benito, but he's playing Apex. Okay. TC's making fun of me. All right, I'll get you next time, Bonus. Um. All right, I'm gonna send you over to Demonios. All right, thanks everybody. Not yet. No, I know. We've got some people to get in. I think the Twitch campaign will end up leading to that. We gotta see more people. All right, I'm gonna send the raid over. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Of course, if you haven't followed, would appreciate it. But otherwise, catch y'all next time.